I just got back from the worst date. Already there were some red flags, but when we first met, we hit it off, so I wanted to give it a shot. He was texting me things like, next Easter, we're gonna be doing this. Our second date, we should go here. He says, our firstborn is gonna be named this. I respond, sir, let's get through the first date. He's saying how he's gonna surprise me with where we're going for dinner tonight, but it's gonna be a steakhouse. He says, wear something black and tight. Never gonna happen. I'm wearing something white and oversized. He says, be ready for 6, and he'd call me an Uber. So I'm ready for 6, waiting on him to text me. No text. So I text him, question marks, at 6:15. He reprimands me, says, tisk tisk, can't believe it took you so long to tell me you were ready. So starting it off on like a weird note, I finally get in the Uber he calls, but it's some random address and I can't figure out where I'm going on Google. So I ask him what the name of the restaurant is so I can meet him there. He won't tell me where we're going. He's like, just get out on the corner, wait for me. So I get out and I'm waiting on this random street corner. I see him get out of his apartment building. We sit down, he starts talking about himself and doesn't stop for 15 minutes. Doesn't ask me a single question about myself. So finally I say, do you want to know anything about me? He says, I'd rather make my own opinion of you, and I think I already have one. Proceeds to tell me who I am as a person, even though he knows nothing about me. He lists the qualities, tells me I'm super close with my parents. I'm not talking to them right now. Tells me I'm shy and submissive. Our appetizers come, I'm in the middle of a sentence. He puts a bite of food in my mouth, so I have to stop talking so he can talk. Like, it happened 3 times, so rude. Then he says how women should be submissive and men should always have the final decision, and that, you know, they're competent and women should just trust men. And boundaries are super important for men, but women should break them for men. He starts talking about money, which I hate on a first date because I just think it shows that a man's insecure. I'm not dating for money. I don't care how much you make as long as you're stable. But also, if you're painting yourself as this high roller like he was and like bragging about how much he pays when he goes to Miami for an Airbnb, it grosses me out. It's so unattractive, and I actually don't think you make that much working with DJs. Every time I talk, I just see him staring at my body, and it makes me so uncomfortable, and it's like, you don't actually care what I have to say. And that's the problem with dating in Toronto is every single date that I go on, no man actually asks me a question. They don't care to get to know me. They see a woman and they think, she's my type. I would want her to look nice beside me, but I'm not actually gonna get to know her. Finally, he asked me a question about myself. He says, what's your biggest turnoff? I tell him it's when people interrupt me and when people listen to respond and not understand. But then he just keeps talking every time over me. It's so rude.